Hey y'all, told you I was gonna wear it. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm humble and I'm grateful for anything anybody give me, regardless of what it is. It's the thought that counts, and it sure helps that I like it. Anyway, I love it. Probably go around some of these youngsters and they'd probably be like, "Hey mister, what's those things on your shirt?" Ask your mama. Ask your daddy. The hell? Man, the stuff you find laying around. And you know who always do it is not me. When you ask, who done? Not me. Not me done it. Oh, okay. Boy, the money we used to make off of mixtapes. And that's a trip. The folks still say mixtapes. They use and I know why they say mixtapes, and they ain't even talking about tapes anymore. They don't even have tapes. They don't have a cassette player, a cassette tape. I remember, now here we go. I'm going off on a tangent. I remember when I was in Germany, and this was the late 80s. And is a guy that lived, because I was in the barracks. I was living in the barracks. Because I got there, I was waiting on, well, actually, sort of waiting on housing, but waiting on, I'll just leave it at waiting on housing. I was waiting on housing so we have a place to stay off post. And this guy that was in my platoon, we're in the same battery, and his name was Ross. His last name was Ross. And he lives in Texas. He's in Waco. And I'll go in his room, because people don't know. Back then, I don't know what it's like now. Soldiers would go to Germany or Korea just to buy audio gear. Us audio junkies. A whole bunch of Army guys are hardcore audio junkies, because some became audio junkies when they went in, because there's a way to pass the time, downtime. You're in your room, this stereo TV, VCR players and whatnot, because DVD didn't exist yet. So everything was on VHS tape over there. But anyway, it was him, Ross, and a dude named Price. Last name was Price. And he called everybody boss. What's up, boss? He called everybody private. They don't make no difference. Privates are, he called you boss. Price was a truck driver. He drove it. He was in service battery ammo. How they bring out, they bring the service battery supply everything. Yeah, we're the firing battery, but without service battery backing us up, mechanics, supplies, repairs, man, we dead in the water. I mean, I'll always tip my hat to service battery. The headquarters battery, they just paper pushers. I ain't fuck out there. I don't need no damn paperwork. I'm a war fighter. I don't give a damn about paperwork. Till it come time to get promoted, paid. Then I'm okay. Now we talking. Anyway, them two had found out something I hadn't figured out yet. They found a way. They was recording music, because I go in Ross' room. I still remember him and Price, because everybody was always swapping records and CDs and whatnot, because you wouldn't buy the same thing. Hey man, the new such and such coming out. We literally would do this. Well, I'm gonna buy this, and this. All right, well, I'm gonna buy that, and this one, I'm gonna buy that. And y'all would record it off of each other. You put it on cassettes. And me, I got to the point, because that's when I was bootlegging cassettes. I was bootlegging hard. How I didn't get in trouble. All the years I was doing that in the Army is beyond me. I didn't stop bootlegging until I made E6. When I made staff sergeant, I quit. I was still bootlegging as an E5 as a sergeant. Now it was getting kind of hard because you ain't want none of but artillery, we ain't had no problem with privates and whatnot. We good, but most of my customers became other NCOs and officers. I'm telling you, I had Major Matthews. He come. You know what I mean? He wants something. First sergeants. I saw every first sergeant in my battalion used to buy from me. All the gunnies, all of them. I said, but then when I made gunny, I stopped. But I don't know why. Something just told me to stop. And stop dealing inside the Army. I'd still sell stuff to private people that had nothing to do with the military. Anyway, god damn it. Man, I go in there and I hear, it's stereo playing. And I said, man, what y'all doing, man? Oh man, what'd you get? I'm like, what'd you get? Hey man. And it's a funny story towards the end of this. I said, man, what is that playing? Oh, that's such and such. But I look and his turntable ain't playing. I look at his cassette player. His cassette player ain't playing. Huh? Where the hell that damn music go? What's the source of that music? He said, my VCR player. What? They recording audio from CDs, because like I say, MP3 wasn't it. There's no such thing at the time. It didn't exist. And the Nokia phone, none of that shit, it didn't exist. They didn't record it they're recording on the VCR tapes. And he said, man, you can record 4 tracks on it. I said, what? He said, because you got, he said in the high def, in the premium, the high setting, because you had the quality. You had the high quality, the medium, and the low. He said in high quality, that tape is using 2 tracks for video and 2 tracks for audio. You use that's the short play, but that is high quality, but it uses up more tape and it's faster speed. And I understood that part because I own a reel-to-reel. I done had reel-to-reel decks. I still got reel-to-reel. I still got the same 2 reel-to-reels that I bought in Germany. I still got them. And you can do the low quality, like when you can do when you're trying to record something that's real long and you trying to squeeze a whole bunch of stuff on one tape, the quality goes down, but you can record longer. Well, the tape needed more, sources needed more tape to record video than they did audio. So they recording audio, which makes sense. They just recording just audio on a blank VCR tape, and this thing played 4 hours, 4+ hours, and I'm like, wow. And the quality, it sounds just as good, if not better, than your regular cassette tapes. Because I guess the quality of the tape that you need to put video and audio on it is apparently is superior, got more metallic flakes in it or whatever the heck, more ferrous material in it than regular cassette. I was on to something new. But anyway, most of us were audio junkies. Most of us became, the ones that weren't audio junkies became audio junkies because you had access to electronics in your local PX overseas that you didn't have access to in the PX here in the United States. Don't ask me why it was like that. That's just the way it was. It, you know, and when you get the catalog will come out just like back in the day, how you would get a Sears and Roebuck catalog for the year, Montgomery Ward's catalog, J.C. Penney's catalog, big ass annual catalog, if y'all old enough to remember that. Same thing, AAFES would come out with a catalog. AAFES, the former soldiers and whatnot know, Army Air Force Exchange Services. That's what AAFES stand for. Army and Air Force is joined together, and the Navy and the Marine Corps is joined together. But don't tell Marines that. They will, the GT don't get mad at me, bruh, but they will get, man, they will get live with you, be ready to fight. And they will be ready to fight when you tell them, you know, well, Department of the Navy. I ain't in the Navy, I'm in the Marine Corps. Now I do that with my brother too, because my brother Jerome's a Marine. I don't understand the system, why you could get certain things overseas in the PXs, and we have what's called the Sight and Sound, also, which was inside of the PX. It was a little store inside of the store, and it was called Sight and Sound. And that's where all the electronics was. You buy your cassettes and CDs and VCO and all that other stuff. Man, we come back to stateside with a boatload of electronics. And we don't pay taxes. And you getting it at a severe discount compared to buying it on the open market. It was, you know, that's how I got an Akai GX 747. You know, I got two TX. I got the 1000X and the 2000 RBL. RBL 2002 or 2000R. I can't remember. That's how I got them. I couldn't have, there's no way in hell I would have been able to afford that. You know what I mean? And and then something else you had over there was called PP something, where they would extend you credit. You get extended credit. And basically you putting stuff on layaway. You can buy it, and you could put regular stuff on layaway. Now you had on layaway, you had X amount time to pick it up, because if not, they just put it back on the shelf and sell it. And you gave them monies up front and whatnot, but you couldn't do it stateside. That's why I like being overseas, because man, I was buying up everything that I can get my hands on. And then when you come back with the equipment, yes, soldiers, we used to, because we especially us that's been in for a while, you knew. But when a civilian saw your stereo, they'd be like, how much money do they pay y'all in the goddamn Army? They don't pay us a lot. We just got a lot of perks. But anyway, I'm an audio junkie. Probably gonna be audio junkie the rest of my days here on this green blue marble that's floating around in the Milky Way galaxy. And it's not flat. It's spherical. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell Sub-Zero. He be mad. Don't tell Sub-Zero. And then on my buddy Ross, towards the end, I was gonna tell y'all, this is funny. I still remember Pet Shop Boys' new album. I think it was the Introspective album. It's the one that got "I Want a Dog" on it. And because even on the back of the album cover is Neil Tenant, and he's holding look like he's holding a little Yorkie. I got a Yorkie. Well, y'all done seen my Yorkie. He's old. He turned 10 already, but they say they live a long time. He's getting cataracts in one eye. You can see it took him, and they said he's losing vision in one eye, but besides that, he's okay. So, old man. But I'm in my room chilling one of them days, because that was the thing. When you ain't on patrol, we ain't doing live fire, you ain't got duty, most of the time you in the barracks, unless it's weekend and you going downtown Bamberg, or y'all gonna drive up to Würzburg or Nuremberg or whatever the hell, and have some fun. Me, I ain't going nowhere. I'm just chilling, sitting on my money, because I know my old lady and my firstborn is gonna be here as soon as I get housing. So, I wasn't burning through just burning through money like I didn't have nothing else to do. Phone ringing, and so I just kept doing what I'm doing anyway. Sitting in my room, just listening to music, like I say, because we trade. This one got this one got that. Hey, Sergeant Taylor. Say, yeah. Hey, Sergeant T, yeah. Hey, do you got the such and such and such and such? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, hey, let me record it. Well, what do you got? Then you give it to them. And, they record it, bring it back to you. But most of the time, you just go to each other room to see, hey, well, man, because you got too much stuff. You just got stacks of albums and CDs and stuff and everywhere. And you go look and see what they got. Ooh, let me record this. But you better write that, because we literally keep a piece of paper, and I got it stuck on the wall. Sergeant Palmer got this. Sergeant Rincon got this. Corporal Hernandez got this. PFC Gibson got that. Ross got. Ross used to be killing me. Him, Mitchell, and Long. Elmer Long. He's from Texas. There was so many people from Texas in my unit. It was a trip. Umblance, Long, Sergeant Fletcher, Walter Lee, our first sergeant, Hill, Charles E. Hill, first sergeant. He's from Tyler, Texas. Caldwell from Texarkana. It was so many. Josie from Texas. We had a whole bunch of guys from Texas, and had a bunch of guys from Louisiana too. Alsobrook, Coleman, Harris, all them, they was from Louisiana. Anyway, knock knock. He come to my door. Hey, Sergeant T. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I'm thinking he coming. I'm like, man, I know he ain't coming to borrow more stuff, man. You ain't even finished recording all the stuff that I gave you already. But he did come. He had a couple of CDs and a couple of albums. And then some guys didn't have record players. They just had CD players. I had record players, so they would come to me to record stuff. Anyway, he gave me my stuff back. What else you got, Sarge? And I'm like, man, just go ahead. Look, I'm just sitting there chilling. And he said, man, what is this? He says, Pet Shop Boy. He said, what the hell is a Pet Shop Boy? I played some for him and whatnot, and he's sitting there, because those stereotype about, like, that's white people music, even though they'll listen to, and you like, ooh, just stop it, y'all cut it out. Anyway, that was it. He left. Forget all about it. A couple of days later, I think it was a couple of days later, come room, hey, Sarge, what? He give me a blank tape. And he said, hey, do me a favor. Yeah. Hey, can you record that Pet Shop Boys for me? Yeah. Yeah, anything else you want? He said, well, you can fill it out. I said, well, I got their album before, the ones before that. He said, well, I'll let you pick, but that one, them two you were playing for me, the one, I said, yeah, I want a dog, and yeah, he said, yeah, but make sure them on there. And I said, okay, no problem, Ross. He walks out. He closes the door. Okay, he turned right back around, opened the door, and he just stuck his head in. He ain't come all the way in. And I just look up at him. He like, of course, I'd appreciate it if you didn't, ain't tell nobody, that you making me you know how I go. And I'm like, and I started laughing. I said, yeah, Ross, no problem. We good? Yeah, we solid. All right, Sarge. I still remember that to this day, and me and him still laugh about it till this day. I'm surprised he still remember it, but I still remember it. Anyway, I just felt I wanted to share that with y'all because I be remembering stuff. And as I remember stuff, I like to record it and whatnot because it's funny to me. And a touch of nostalgia, things that you just took as passe then, it just brightens your day sometime now thinking about it. I'm about ready to go do the firearms, the long gun video for the women's. I'm going to do that one right now. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.